Hi, everybody. So today we learned about how to make a little book, and I had told you that I'd like you to create text for that book in a very unusual way that is going to require you to use your imaginations and also be very playful and relaxed about this whole process. So I'm not asking you to create any great literature. This is just a way for you to experience what it's like to put together imagery and text, and to just enjoy how when you don't necessarily plan something out, you can really gain some wonderful insights and some really fun juxtapositions. So that's what this assignment's all about. And I just want to share the screen here for a second to show you this list of words that I put together for you. So here they are. And I'm hoping that you can see this pretty well. So, just a bunch of words: temperature, followed, spidery, chicken soup, result, thinking, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the idea here is to give you, words that you might not normally think about. Just kind of give you some things to, it's a lot like that old magnetic poetry game that was such a big fad in the 80s. I still love that thing, because you do end up making really funny and kind of inspired sometimes sentences. So your job is to take this list of words and to make a couple sentences. If it ended up being poetry, great. It does not have to rhyme. It doesn't have to be poetic. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It just, have fun with it. I mean, you could even write it with your partner or your, whoever, a friend, or just, to get some interesting sentence like, the temperature today, and also you do not have to go in the in order of the list at all. These are, in fact, you could even just cut these out and make some, magnetic poetry with bits and pieces of paper. And here's and of course, add words like and, of, if, but, then, sometimes, any of those. I don't know the grammatical term for those kinds of words, but joiners that anyway, that you'll need to make some kind of sense with all these different words. So, it might be one sentence, it could be a couple sentences. You don't have to use all these words. I prefer that you not bring in any new words, because part of the fun is that you're really limited to this selection, and you really have to kind of work hard to make something kind of interesting with it, or at least make sense. So, all right, I'm going to stop the share and just say that, so when you have your sentences written, what you'll want to do is print the sentences out. Well, what I did for my book was I did print those sentences out. And by the way, as if you watch the video, you'll see that I used a friend's poetry here, a poem. In your case, you're not going to have that. You're going to make it up, of course. But anyway, what I did was printed her poetry out in larger font, and then I just cut it out and I added it too. Now, if you'd rather write it with your own handwriting onto your print or below it, if you really didn't want to have anything on top of your art, you certainly can do that. It's up to you. It's really up to you how you do this. You could even, well, anyway, I'll let you think about, it's only paper. Remember, you can do any kind of thing you want to with the paper. You can, just have fun with it. But at any rate, put your words on the pages so that, when we read and look at the imagery, we have, you're going to have this really, I'm hoping, fun and interesting combination of word and image to look at. So that's the assignment. Come to class next time with, pretty much everything done. Don't worry about it. Don't try to redo it. Just, don't go, into a lot of effort, just as we have been doing it. If this is loose, this is relaxed, this is just to give you an idea, especially of how you can avoid getting stuck in your work. Like that's such a common thing. People get stuck because they think it's not good enough, or they think they can't do it, or they think people will laugh at them. So, this kind of thing where you really you didn't choose these words and you kind of have to work with them. I think it gets you off the hook, and so it gives you something that you can play with that you don't really have to be super responsible for. So take it in that light and know that we're all going to try to work with the same exact words. Well, I won't, but you will. And have fun. And so next week, what we'll do is we'll share our books with each other. I was going to say that to share these, it actually really works well if you can video turning your book. If you can do a little video with, holding your book up and just turning the pages for us so we can see it. That's great. If you can't, don't worry about it. Take a couple photographs of what you did and just go ahead and put that up on the Padlet. All right, have fun, and I will see you next week.